Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to December, which is my kitchen means Christmas cookies, Christmas candy, Christmas everything. I've tried to give you a little bit of decoration here to liven it up a little bit. It's like 80 degrees outside, so in South Florida it's hard to get in the Christmas spirit, so I try to use my food and my decorations to get there. So today I'm going to give you two different recipes together. I did these, I think last year, individual recipes, but I'm going to put them together this year. This one's just my Christmas Haystacks. My grandma Jean used to make these all the time, and she'd make them all year round. They were just called Haystacks for her. So they're so simple to do, something you can do with the kids. It's easy recipe. It's got 3 ingredients. It's got butterscotch chips. We're going to use a half a cup of peanut butter and a bag of chow mein noodles. That's it. That's your Haystacks. We're going to make it Christmassy with some sprinkles. I got some little red and green. Got some red and green sugar. So we're just going to decorate them up and make a nice little Christmas tree. So we're going to use the microwave for this. I'm going to put the whole bag of chips in, and then I'm going to use about a half a cup of peanut butter. Now I'm using smooth peanut butter. I tried it once with the chunky. The chunky didn't work real well. It just added a little bit of a weird texture to it. So there's our peanut butter. Let me get this over here out of the way. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 3 minutes. Every 30 seconds, I'm going to stir it and just make sure that it's not burning. Keep an eye on it, sugar. This is mainly sugar in these chips. They burn quickly in the microwave. So let's put it in there. Okay, let's give this a stir and see how it's doing. Use a thicker spatula. It started melting it all. It really hasn't started melting. It was just 45 seconds. So I'm going to put it back in. Let it go a little bit longer. Every time I do this, I get a lick of my fingers, and I like that. So we'll just keep testing it. Set that over there. So there's another about 35, 45 seconds. The chips are starting to melt now. We're just going to keep mixing that. We don't want any chunks left in there. We want it all broken down. I used to make these with Grandma Jean all the time out at the farm. That's what we called their house, the farm. It was Grandma and Grandpa at the farm. And I'd go out there and we'd make these all day long, batch after batch after batch, for holidays, for Saturdays, for whenever, especially when my Aunt Bee used to come up from Florida, which I'm in Florida now, but she would come up from Florida. That's my Grandma Jean's sister. And we would sit and play Uno all day long. Love that lady to death, but she cheated at cards every time we played. She always said she couldn't hear what we were saying. She had a hearing aid, which she did, but she could hear, and she would hear us talking. Yeah, we'd set her up sometimes. And then she'd get mad because she says, "That's not what you said." We cheated. Okay. As I was saying, we used to play cards all day long. I used to love when I'd ride my bicycle out there. It was probably, I don't know, 5 miles. Back in those days, I could leave in the morning, take off on my bicycle, go out to Grandma's, not even tell my mom and dad where I was. Those days, you just had to be home before the street lights came on. And pretty much, we ran all over town with our friends on our bicycles. I spent a lot of my time out at the farm. Back, Grandpa had a gravel pit. He used to haul gravel. And I'd go back there and play in the ponds, build rafts. I mean, today, kids just don't do that. They sit in front of a TV and play Nintendo or Wii or whatever they have now. And they're just not learning anything. So I'm glad that I grew up when I did. And I got to do those things and learn and have my grandparents teach me about farming and cooking and all that good stuff. So I got the chow mein noodles. I guess they all come in the same size bag. I don't even see a size on here. Doesn't even, oh, there it is, 12 ounces. We're just gonna put the chow mein noodles in. Get all those in there. One jumped out. And we're just gonna bring this together, try to get all those chow mein noodles coated with that butterscotch and the peanut butter real well. It'll take a little while to get it coated. Like I said, this is something that the kids, your grandkids, your kids or your grandkids, great-grandkids in Mom's case, she's got great-grandkids running around, something you guys can make together with them, and they will really enjoy. So I think I got them all pretty well coated. And now I'm just going to grab a couple spoons and I'm going to dish them up. Now I'm going to use my silicone mats. If you want, you can just put some wax paper or foil if you want down so these don't stick to it. But just make about the size that you would like, that your family would eat, depending on how big your kids are. If you got little kids, you're going to make them a lot smaller so they fit in their little mouths. Me, I got a big mouth, so I can make it big. But we're just going to dish them all out real quick before they start setting up. And then while they're still wet and not set up, we're going to put the sprinkles on so they'll stay on there. Try to get them all together so when well, not chocolate, but the butterscotch solidifies a little bit with that peanut butter, it's going to hold all these noodles together. So I got one tray done. Before it sets up, I'm going to put some sprinkles on here, make them Christmassy, so they're not just haystacks. This will just make them a little bit more festive. The kids will love this part. Give them the little jar of sprinkles. Just understand you're going to have sprinkles all over the place. It's like glitter at Christmas. Glitter goes everywhere. In fact, there goes sprinkles right there across my stove. There we go. Got these all sprinkled up and Christmassy. Never can have too many sprinkles. All right, I'm gonna set these aside and I'm gonna do another tray. Off the bat. Okay, I have just a little bit left in there. I'll get another small tray and I'll do that. I think this one we're gonna put some of these red and green sugar on it. Let's see how that looks. Actually, that does not show up very well because of the gray. So we'll use some of these red and green sprinkles. See how those, yeah, there we go. So these are my Christmas haystacks. As you can see, they go together so quickly. Takes 2 to 3 minutes in the microwave. And then just taking your time dipping them all out after you mix it together. Get the kids in the kitchen with you. Get the grandkids in the kitchen with you. Get your husband and wife in the kitchen with you. Make some memories at Christmas. Some of my best memories are Christmas memories, and they usually revolve around food somehow. So here's my 2 trays of Christmas haystacks. I'm going to let them sit probably at least an hour to let them sit up. If you want, you can slide them into the refrigerator and let them sit up a little bit quicker. If you get done with one tray and this has started setting up, the mixture, you can put it back in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Don't overdo it. You don't want to get the noodles all hot, but just stir it up and it'll go back and be nice and unsolidified. And then you can make your little haystacks. So I'm gonna clean up my mess, put these on another tray, and I'll be right back to show you our other candy recipe. Hey everybody, we're back. As you can see, I got my haystacks out. I stuck them in the refrigerator for a little bit just so they would harden up a little quicker. Mainly because I needed that tray. I only had, or baking sheet, I only had 2 of them with the liner, so I wanted to get that out. But they set up real quick, real easy, and they smell delicious. I can smell the peanut butter and butterscotch. But this is my second candy recipe I wanted to show you. It's a pretzel. I call it Christmas Pretzel Candy. You're just going to use the little, I think these are Snyder's pretzels. The squares. I love pretzels. So we're gonna take the pretzels. I'm gonna clear my mouth and lay them out on the sheet. I've got 2 different ways we're gonna be doing this. One is with Rolos. Love Rolos con caramel. And we're gonna be putting pecan halves right on top of them. So that'll be the Rolo and the pecan ones. And then we're going to, I found sugar cookie. I found these again this year. Last year's the first time I found them. The Hershey's Kisses that are sugar cookie flavored. These are really good. And I'm going to use these, and I'm going to use the peppermint Christmas Kisses and put those on here. And if you want to see, the blue bag is the sugar cookies, so look for that. And then the white with the red on it is for their candy cane, they call it, candy cane flavor. So I'm just going to go through and put some of these on here and get each one covered. Whoops, stuff all over my finger. I've got the oven preheated at 200 degrees. We're going to set them in there for about maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3, just long enough to soften up this chocolate, white chocolate, fake chocolate candy, so we can smash it down and put one of the either on the Rolos, the pecan halves, or on these kisses. I'm just going to use M&Ms, red and green Christmas M&Ms. Took me a while to find those. I went to 2 different grocery stores yesterday looking for Christmas kisses and Christmas M&Ms. Couldn't believe anybody didn't have them. And I thought I was going to have to go to Wally World and see if they had their Christmas stuff out, which I'm sure they do. But then I thought, well, let's go check CVS down the street. And sure enough, CVS had all their Christmas candies and cookies and decorations out. And I got lucky and didn't have to drive across town to Wally World. And for those of you who don't know, it's Walmart. I'm not a real fan of Walmart, but when you need something, you can usually find it there. So I'm just mixing these up a little bit. And if you want, I found the pretzels. I could not find the big bag of pretzels, a regular size bag of pretzels of the squares. I found the little 100 calorie bags. I just bought 4 of those, and that's a good idea. Have those on hand. So you got them in the kitchen cabinet. You got friends stop over, call and say they're coming over. You can make these up real quick. I mean, a little pretzel, a kiss, or a Rolo, stick it in the oven, 2 minutes, smash it down. You got something. And you can do it as a small tray, like I've done them in my toaster oven back there, and they come out great. So that's just an idea. I thought when I saw those, I was like, great, I'm going to keep a couple of these bags, and just in case someone's coming over, I can make a quick Christmas treat, and they'll think I've been baking it forever. So I got about half of these done. And the Christmas kisses. Get my hands all filled with this foil. And again, this is an excellent, excellent recipe to do with kids and grandkids. Sit and talk about memories, make memories, talk about what they've been doing, what they want Santa Claus to bring to them. Just make a lot of memories. I have so many memories sitting in my grandma in her kitchen, my great grandma, my mama in her kitchen. I have not as many as my great grandma Kantner, because I was really young and she died early when I was, 7 or 8, 9 maybe. And I didn't get a lot of time cooking with her because at that age I really wasn't into cooking. I wanted to go out and play. So, but I do remember going there and making caramels with her. My mom and my grandma Jean would make caramels with her. And that was the main thing of Grandma Blanche that we always remembered, was her caramels. So get in there and make some memories with your kids. They're going to remember them. I'm 50, I'm old. I'm 57, and I still remember when I was a kid in Grandma's kitchen and all those memories. I remember making caramels with Mom. Actually, not really making with her. I can remember me and my sister laying in the living room and watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and watching Frosty the Snowman. And Mom's in the kitchen, and I don't know why, but I can remember this. She had a Johnny Cash Christmas album playing. Mom liked Johnny. I still love Johnny. And she's making caramels. We're listening to Johnny Cash Christmas, and me and my sister's watching Rudolph and Frosty. That, if I figure out how old I was in that house, I was probably about 7, I think. 7 years old. So I can remember, maybe I was a little younger, but I think I was 7 there. But you can remember all the way back there, and make memories with your kids, because those are going to last, and they're going to treasure them. And I am just sitting here talking and talking, trying to get all these Rolos unwrapped. Candy smells so good. I might have had a few to begin with. Actually, I cheated. These were $4.29 a bag. Almost, I think the Kisses were $4.29, the M&Ms were $4.29, and the Rolos were 5 something. Last year, I don't remember them being that much. It was like $2 or $3. I about gasped when I saw the price of those. But I did sneak and get myself some candy. This is one of the candies that my grandma Jean always had in her kitchen on the counter. There's these little Christmas nougats. I don't know why, but these, as soon as I see these out, I have to get them. We used to not only get them at grandma's house, but at the bank drive-through at Christmas time, they gave those out too. Another thing that I can't believe I can remember getting those at the bank drive-through. So we're gonna stick these in the oven. It's preheated at 200. We're gonna be about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll come back as soon as we get them out. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. I'm going to take these little pretzels and candies out. Just check a little bit. Yes, they're soft. There we go. So now that we got them out, and let me put this over here, switch these around. Nope, we're gonna put the pecans on the Rolos, and we're just going to, let me move this out of the way so you can see. Just stick it right on top, smash it down, and it makes a little round piece of candy right on top of the pretzel with that pecan nestled right on top. These are kind of like a turtle candy, or I think it's Vanna, they call them gophers. I mean, I think Mom just did a video on making caramel. My grandma Blanche's caramel recipe and making gophers. Growing up, she called them caramels. But once we went to Savannah and she got them, she switched the name over to gophers. So just depends where you're from, what people call them. I call these pretzel turtles, and they're my favorite. So I got all the pretzels down, on them, making a little mess. Let me put this over here and wash that chocolate off my fingers. Okay, let me make sure my hand is nice and dry, because when I handle that candy, and I don't want it dissolving on my fingers. So put that over there. And then we're just going to take these M&Ms and place them right on top. I usually put it with the M down. So I'm really not advertising M&Ms for Christmas. I'm just using them. And again, the kids are going to love doing this with you. You may not love the mess it's going to end up. There's going to be chocolate. There's going to be white chocolate, or whatever they make these M&Ms with, all over their little sticky fingers. But I can just hear the kids laughing now, playing, enjoying, and making memories with Mom or Grandma or Grandpa or whoever's in there kicking with them, or Uncle, or Aunt. So as you can see, how easy, how quick this is. And there's cute little candies to decorate a little cookie and candy tray. Like I said, you can throw this together real quick. Use your toaster oven to melt the chocolate. You don't even have to heat up your oven. I got close. I'm only missing 2. There we go. And then, like I said, just sit with the Haystacks. Let these sit for about 15-20 minutes. Let that chocolate solidify, and then you can tray them up. I put them in a plastic container with some sheets of, sheets of wax paper. That's what I'm trying to think of. Wax paper in between, and they stay on the counter. You can keep them on the counter for up to a week to 10 days. They never last a week to 10 days. So I'm gonna let these solidify. I'll come back and I'll show you what they'll look like. Be back soon. Okay, we're back. I've got the pretzel bites out, candy pretzel bites out of the refrigerator. I just put a few on the plate so you can see what they look like. They're cute, they're delicious. I popped a few in my mouth. They're easy to take care of. Just throw them in a plastic container with a lid, put a little wax paper in between. And like I said, both of these will sit on the countertop for at least 10 days without any problems. So I appreciate you guys joining me for my first Christmas video, my candy video. I appreciate all of you joining me each week, each day. We're going to try to do videos, me and Mom, every day until Christmas, and maybe throw a few surprises in. And we've got a special cookie video coming up on the 10th. I'm in a collaboration with Jenny Goff. It's more of a cookie exchange that we're doing. She's invited me to be a part of. There's a lot of channels going to be in it, and I've even invited Mom to be in it. So make sure on the 10th you check it out. I'll put a link down in the video of that one. All the other channels, get some paper and pencil out, start collecting all those cookie recipes because there's going to be a lot of them. Again, I'll put these 2 recipes down below in the description box. I'm also going to put them on gregs-kitchen.com. I know a lot of you watch this. I think it's about 48%. I've looked at the analytics on Google or on YouTube, and it says you're watching it on a television. So you can't see down below unless you go to your phone or your computer or iPad, tablet, whatever you have. So I'm going to put a little QR code. It's right here. This QR code, all you have to do is point your phone or your tablet at it and to like take a picture of it, put it on photos. So or camera, so you're taking a picture. It will ask you to open the link. You click on that link. It's going to take you straight to this recipe on my website so you guys can get there a lot quicker. And there'll be links there to all the other Christmas cookies and candy recipes that we have. So again, thank you so much for joining me. We're so appreciative and feel blessed to have you watching us, and look forward to some more Christmas videos. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.